Please, this will just take a second. This is Timothy Scott Cullen. He's a police informant that is above the law. He's a murderer, a pedophile, Australia's biggest distributor of illicit drugs, and head of the family. And the family isn't one or two people, it's hundreds of people. It's been going for 50 to 60 years. They scour the country for sexual predators. They bring them to South Australia and they put them in positions of trust, and they are doing as they please. This man here has been raping my granddaughter for 3 years. She's 6. I've been to the police. She talks of kids in rooms, kids in cars, kids in boots, kids in groups. The police do nothing. He murdered my best friend Peter James Kenning. He took petrol on his head, set him on fire. He told me that he did it, and he told me the police would do nothing, and he was right. I went to the police, they did nothing. He runs entrapment for the police. He teaches people how to be criminals, gets them to break the law, rolls them over to the police so he can keep doing what he does. This man used to be a motor mechanic, now he's a billionaire. They threw the $21 million bust out of court because they didn't want to give him up as the source. He sold me volcanic rock pavers out of the $42 million bust container. I was at his house when he was training people from the $107 million bust. He does as he pleases and the police let him. I went to Queensland for 2 weeks. When I came back, my house was empty. Pool table, cutlery, everything, gone. Went across the road, I rang 000. The phone call was going normal until I mentioned this man's name. They dropped me like a hot potato, refused to give me a report number, refused to send a patrol car, told me to go down the station. I went down to the police station and they refused to help me. As soon as I mentioned this person's name, I went to the Independent Crime Commission. I sat down for 2 hours. I gave detailed information about everything. I went back the next day. I asked for a copy of the information I left and told him I had more information. The bloke leaves the room. Says, no worries. Out walks the lady straight away, comes and says, sorry sir, we're not subject to the Freedom of Information Act and you have to leave. 4 days later, I received a letter saying no further action required. If you've had any sort of treatment like this from the police, or you know anyone who can help me, please pass this on or share your story. Thank you.